Even after almost 18 years since the release, which is a ridiculous amount of time, Grand Theft Auto 4 and the episodes from Liberty City still have some crazy and obscure glitches that I bet you've never seen before, unless you happen to be somewhat up to date on the speedrunning scene of all three games. While not all of them are applicable and currently used in the speedrunning categories of each game, as some of them are just side effects of goofing around too much within the game, they are equally mind-blowing, funny, and sort of game-breaking in one way or another. The main focus of today's video will be on the two expansions rather than the main game. Although The Lost and Damned as well as the Ballad of Gay Tony are DLCs and therefore the mechanics from GTA 4 are pretty much the same, not all of these glitches work in all games, as some of them are tied to specific side activities that are exclusive to only one of them. Like the first glitch, that can only be executed in TLAD, where you can gain an unfair advantage in the bike races that can be done around the map. Upon entering a race for the first time, you'll be met with a cutscene in which Terry gives you a bat before starting the race. Then, a countdown for the race will begin, where both your camera and movement are obviously stuck in place so as to not get ahead of your opponents. However, if you call Terry before the race and request a gun van, something quite interesting will happen.
Hey, it's Johnny. I need some of your merchandise. How soon can you get here?
I got you covered, Johnny. Hang tight. I'll be there soon.
Okay, let's race, man. Nice bat, man. I'll try not to smack you in the face with it.
That's right, you can freely move around during this cutscene as it's an in-game one and not a cinematic, and for some reason that I can't explain, Terry's character is glued to you and will move alongside Johnny's bike. But as you can see, this regained movement and camera control is also possible during the 3-second countdown for the actual race, which not only gives you a very unfair advantage, but ends up saving a few seconds in the 100% speedrunning category. This glitch can't be used for every single race, however, as Terry's gun van has a cooldown of 4 hours in-game. But in the individual level categories, which consists of only these races, it can be used for all of them, and it does save a few seconds or more depending on how well you can navigate whilst being unable to see where you're going. Although runners do make use of the pause menu, which is accessible, to get a decent idea of where they're going. Not the most time-saving speedrunning strat of all time, but it's quite interesting nonetheless. As for the reason as to why it works the way it does, I honestly have no clue. Since Terry is part of all of these races, and upon starting them, the game seemingly removes him and his van from the map, so as for him to not be in two places at once, there must be some correlation to that. However, he can be spotted in two places at once, as during the mission Action Reaction for example, in which he is also a part of the crew that rides to the AOD clubhouse. If you call him before starting the mission and enter while the phone is still ringing, his gun van won't be deleted, and if you go to his location, he's patiently waiting for you, whilst also being part of the crew that assists us in the mission. You might say that this is a simple developer oversight, but I'm inclined to think that either this man has a twin or found a way to clone himself. This glitch only works if you enter the marker while the phone is still ringing, because if you let the call end normally and only then start the mission, his gun van will be deleted as intended. If you spam our buddy Angus with a few back-to-back calls asking for a bike theft job, there's a good chance that the game will break, and one of two scenarios might happen. Either one, the game will play a silent version of Jim's "I'm busy" voice line call, which is indicated by the subtitles, or the second one, in which Johnny will have a very brief schizo episode where he will talk to himself for a bit before abruptly ending the call.
Hey, there's too many in this city on bikes, my man. Which one can I deprive of his ride? Hey, Angus, know any bikes that need to be liberated from their owners?
Let's move on to the greatest DLC Rockstar ever made, the Ballad of Gay Tony, in which for some reason someone decided to completely break the mission replay feature by adding a 500 millisecond delay before a mission actually starts. This isn't broken by itself, but the delay allows you to interact with other activities in the world, which has led to dozens of different glitches and side effects being discovered from this one small trick. And to be clear, this 500 millisecond delay upon restart isn't exclusive to the Ballad of Gay Tony, but rather the PC version of this game. Some of the things that can happen are absolutely insane, like gaining control in cutscenes, which is possible by restarting a mission whilst you're in a cop car then quickly accessing the View Current Crimes tab from the police computer before the mission actually starts. The result is being able to walk around and goof during these in-game cutscenes, with some of them getting stuck until you manually skip them.
How about ordering these limos? Coke makes me real classy, don't it?
Fair warning though, some of the things that can be done during cutscenes require you to change your secondary action key to something that doesn't skip cutscenes. Like in this instance where I had to change my shooting button to a random numpad.
Oh, I never thought hustling you was gonna be this easy, Lopez.
Yo, them little legs of yours, they're gonna carry you too fast. You have all been provided! Parachutes, boats, and cars! You will be airlifted to the start where you will race from one vehicle to the next. The first person to make it to the finish in Middle Park is the winner. Are you ready?
We're going after them, Lopez! We'll be back, Maury.
Now, this trick is technically possible in the other two games as well, with a very complicated way of creating a smaller quote-unquote artificial delay, but it is very long and complicated to explain, perhaps requiring a video on its own. So if you're interested, do let me know in the comments. Another obscure and completely random side effect that can happen is if you restart a mission and then quickly interacting with binoculars. At first, nothing seems to happen, but you will quickly notice that your phone is absolutely broken, with textures seemingly getting stuck on top of each other, making everything look like it's written in Minecraft enchantment table.
Yo, this is Desi. Don't call me with any guest list requests. That ain't my department.
This is even true for the selection menu inside of a taxi.
Hey, where you going, Matt? Yeah, man. Going to Boabo. You got it. You know what? Yeah, man. Going to Boabo. We're going to...
And what's even crazier is that while getting the footage for this video, I discovered that tabbing out of your game, or at least pausing and unpausing the game, will make your phone completely gray.
This is Armando's personal, non-business related, totally 100% legitimate cell phone.
You can even notice it in Luis's hand. Cleaning platforms, which are carried over from the main game but are totally unused in any mission from either of the two episodes, can also have some weird side effects when interacted with, mainly teleporting Luis if he happens to be on foot. However, if the mission starts whilst you're in a car, some weird telekinetic and being in two places at once stuff might happen.
Mark, here, take these headsets. Excuse me if I don't trust the pair of yous to think for yourselves. Hello, hold that thought while I tune out to some beats, will ya?
This can all be fixed by pressing the exit vehicle button, which will instantly teleport Luis from Algonquin to Boabo. There are quite a few more interactions that can be done with this delayed mission restart, including some that are used in the any % category speedrun of this game, along with other insanely game-breaking glitches like on Mission 0. Again, despite the games being almost 18 years old, new glitches are discovered every once in a while, like gaining control in cutscenes, which was only found a few weeks ago. But what do you think? Have you encountered any of these glitches by yourself while playing? Or what other crazy glitches do you know of in any of these three games? Let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're there, also leave a like. And of course, consider subscribing if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching.